Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Jagan and I'm a software engineer currently based out of Bayern, Germany. In this video, I would like to share about the 10 different lessons which I learned from the book called Show Your Work by the author Austin Kleon. So basically, the target of this book is to share our work over the internet and get an audience. These lessons could be applied to any corporate career as well. In this perspective, it's going to be a super important video. So I request you to watch till the end and share your feedback. Let's get started. We are talking about sharing something over the internet. Where exactly you need to share and what exactly you need to share. You may be part of any career, you can be in any role, but I am sure there will be always some avenue wherein you can share your knowledge to the world. You may pick any one of these platforms in order to start sharing your work on the internet. The author also suggests you create your own website for yourself. Nowadays, there are a lot of website building platforms even for free. So you can build your own website in the online world. A quick disclaimer, since I am from the IT field background, my examples could be more relating to the IT field, but I am completely sure that these lessons could be applied for any corporate career. The first lesson is you don't need to be a genius to start sharing something on the internet. Think about this. We all would have been in this situation at least once or twice in our lives. When you see some influencers in YouTube, LinkedIn or Instagram, we would have thought, even if I want to do something like this, will I get some followers? What do I know to share something? Will I be able to share something? So these type of questions we would have been already getting. The author says that in order to start sharing something on the internet, you don't need to be a genius. You can get started with whatever you know. You may think that you know very little about that topic, but there could be people who doesn't even know what you know. So it is always good to start sharing with what you know and what you have. Over the time, you may increase the value of your content. It is not necessary that you need to always give some lessons to the people. You can also share what you are currently working on. Let's say you are trying to do some new project or you are trying to learn some new language. You can start sharing about that also over the internet. Let's say you are a technical person. You want to share your technical knowledge over the internet, you can start answering questions in the Stack Overflow. There are plenty of questions which are not answered even now. In fact, HackerRank also, wherein you can do competitive programming. So you get lot of benefits out of it. First, you are improving your knowledge. Second, you might find a better job in another company or maybe in another country as well. So forget about only the major platforms. You can also think about these type of technical platforms wherein you can show your work and make an audience for yourself. Second lesson, think process, not the product. This is one of the super important things that I am trying to get comfortable with. I would highly recommend that you also start following this particular lesson, which will really give lot of results in your life. So what does this mean? When we start to share our work on the internet, maybe you are writing how-to articles in your blog. So we have this tendency that we need to see the results immediately. Instead of focusing on the results, we need to focus on the process. Let's say you plan to write one article each week. So you need to concentrate only on delivering your article each week. Maybe the same time or same day, you start writing and publishing those articles. So if you keep on concentrating on this process instead of concentrating on how many views or how many people are reading your articles, it will definitely give you the better product over the time. We would have heard that results matter. Yes, of course, the results count. But if we are only concentrating on the results instead of concentrating on the process, then we will never get any result which we are willing to see. Third lesson, share something small every day. If you can do it daily, that's the best way to make more audience. But if you do not have time, set a frequency for yourself. Maybe weekly once or bi-weekly, or even if it is monthly once, that's still fine. Stick to that particular frequency consistently. That's very important. Of late, this is something that I am realizing. Consistency is key to anything, whatever we do. Fourth lesson, open up your cabinet of curiosities. We all may be in this situation for sure. We might be working on a specific job, but we might be having different interests that are outside of work or maybe relating to our work also. Some people do the stamp collection, some people do book collections, Some people do travel to a lot of places, collect the souvenirs from different places. It could be anything. I'm just telling some physical things. It could be different interest over the technical skills also. Let's say GitHub is a great place for that. Maybe you are already working on something, let's say PHP and MySQL. You may be interested to learn other technologies, maybe Python or other scripting. You can get started in the GitHub with these technologies. There could be already some open source projects that are running. I think you can also start a new project wherein you start learning and developing something in that project. So people get to know about what you are interested in, and the related people will join you and you can develop something new together. Fifth lesson, tell good stories. The work what you are doing, that itself will not speak about you. So you need to speak how you are doing that work. Tell some good stories, how you get started with it, what is inspiring you, and how you are planning to finish it, how it may help a lot of other people. Like this, you can come up with stories related to your work, not just sharing your work. So people are interested in hearing more stories rather than just listening to something which is only the work. So when we share some good stories, the audience can easily resonate with us, and that will become a very good conversation between you and your audience. Sixth lesson, teach what you know. Maybe you can create YouTube videos, or maybe you can join in some groups of people wherein they share how they succeeded in something. If you are good at something, teach that to the people who maybe get benefited because of it. You can share your trade secrets, how you achieved something, how you got a job in a big company, like how you achieved your financial freedom. Like this, you can teach anything whichever you know already. You could have noticed in IT careers, sometimes people will be creating dependency on themselves in order to become irreplaceable. Author says that's not only shameful, but also it's destructive for their own careers. So if you teach something to your juniors and you bring them to your level, only then you can grow to the next level. When you are taking efforts to teach something, you need to get more clarity. So you will learn something again. So it's going to be a teach, learn, learn, teach. You need to teach so that others can learn. You need to learn so that you can teach better to the other people. So this is going to be a very good beneficial circle if you are planning to teach what you know to the people who are requiring that knowledge. So always teach what you know. Seventh lesson, don't turn into be a human spam. As you all know, the internet is already filled with lot of spam, false information, some negative information. So we don't want to become another human spam over the internet. Every writer need to know that before writing something, you need to be a reader. So we need to think what we are sharing is going to help someone or not. So we need to become a contributor rather than becoming a spammer. So we will try to concentrate more on the value what we create in our work so that our content will never become a spam. And also, if we want to make our content interesting, then we need to be interested in that particular topic. Only then we will be able to make interesting content and people will resonate with it easily. Of course, we also need to have the learning curve. The mistakes what we do in our learning curve, that is not a problem at all. Eighth lesson, learn to take a punch. This is really important. Some people might like our content, some people might not like it. So they might share some negative feedback, bad criticism to us. We should be ready for the good, bad and the ugly. So how can we overcome that? Author says, bad criticism is not the end of the world. Just relax, take a deep breath and then move on from that. At the same time, we should not be ignoring the message what we get from the criticism. So we need to strengthen based on the criticism what we got, because there could be some good criticism also, which is very important for our growth. So in order to overcome the real shortcomings what you have, you need to strengthen yourself and improve on those criticisms. So we need to get used to the punches whatever we get from the audience and make that as an opportunity to grow from where you are to the next level. Ninth lesson, sell out. Over the time, after you started to share your content over the internet, there will be definitely some type of benefits what you are going to get from the work what you showed on the internet. If you are doing some YouTube videos, there could be some collaboration opportunities. But if you are sharing your content, let's say in GitHub or Stack Overflow or HackerRank, you might get some good job opportunities or cash prizes. So like this, there could be some opportunities wherein you can make money out of that work what you do, or some good opportunities which in turn will make money for you. So if such opportunities come, make use of that. You don't need to shy away from these opportunities. There is nothing wrong in making money. 10th lesson, stick around. So the author says that people who stick around for a longer time reaps lot of benefits by sharing their content online. We can also see this in the financial investments. When you start investing something, and if you keep on doing it regularly for a longer time, the benefits what you are going to get is really a lot more than people who don't stick around for a long time. During the initial days, when you start sharing something, you might run into a lack of ideas, or you might not have enough knowledge to do something. But over the period of time, you will get to learn a lot of things. The work is never ending. When you do one work, you will find something related to that next day. So this way you can keep on doing this work continuously for a longer time, and only when you stick to this for a longer time, it's going to benefit you as well as the people who are following you. But in case if you think that you need to take a break, it's okay to take a break. Let's say you are posting a video each week for a past 2 to 3 years, and you think that you want to take a break of, let's say, 1 or 2 months. It's totally fine to take that break so that you can come back with more fresh ideas and good energy in order to do this continuously again. So to conclude this video, go online, choose a platform, choose a topic, the niche what you want to work on, and choose a frequency. So decide on these 3 things and start sharing your content on the internet. I hope these lessons will be helpful for you in order to build your audience and get great benefits out of it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.